Hello, everyone. We're going to go over assigning pathways on Imagine Math. So, under My Apps, you would just, anytime that you open up, if you're using Edge, a new tab, it should be under My Apps. So, you would just go to Clever. You could also do so right here. I haven't signed into this yet, so you have the option to do it from there as well. Or you could just go to the Waffle, go to Clever. If it's not there, you would go to All Apps, explore all apps, and it'll take you pretty much to the exact same page that we were just at, and you would find Clever right there. So you have three ways to get in there if you don't know how to get there. So we're going to go to Clever. I had already been in here, so it'll probably ask you student or teacher. So of course you're going to select teacher, and then we're going to go to Imagine Math. Let me do this again. It will give me the two choices. We're going to Imagine Math. Once we're here, each of you will look a little bit different than mine, which is okay. So what you're going to want to do specifically right now is work under reports. This area right here is the area that you're going to want to be around. So right now, because we're working on benchmarks specifically, I'm trying to get this completion up. Uh, as you can see right now, we're kind of still missing 141 kids here, which is okay. So the reports are going to be important for you because it's going to let you know kind of where these kids are at. So for instance, I already had provided one to each of you uh, on a paper copy version of this. So this grade level instruction lets you know kind of what their results are. So for instance, this group of kids are in grade 8, and we have kids testing at grade level 6. Grade level 6, right? They should kind of be in the 7 to 8 range, ideally, especially if they're grade level 8. And each one of you has your own set of information, so you can take a look at that. So in this specific case, it might be that the kid is just messing around when they're taking it. They're not taking it seriously, which if that's the case, you obviously would know better than me just because you interact with the kids on a regular basis. But if I'm looking at this from a third person perspective, which I am, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, this kid needs tutoring, right? So if I go to another class, well, this is all students actually. So let me head to another class real quick. Mm, Once again, this is an eighth grader, and we have them testing at grade level 3, grade level 4. I'm instantly thinking all of these kids need tutoring, or most of them. So once again, when you are having the kids take these benchmarks, make sure that they are taking it seriously. Otherwise, we're going to look at these reports and we're going to give it to administration, and pretty much all of these kids are going to have to, more than likely, have to have some sort of tutoring happen for them. So a way to kind of help the kids within this program is going to be to go to learning pathways. So right now we'll specifically target, let's say, grade level 8. These are all the pathways that are going to be available for grade level 8. You will most likely know what all of this stuff means. So I would suggest really going in there and seeing what each one of these actually represents. And from here, this is the options available for grade level 8. I would go to classroom under management. Management, this would be classroom. So if you don't see classroom, you just click the drop down arrow here. It'll be under classrooms. And now right here, I'm going to go to Ms. Vela's class right here. It's going to go current students. And if I want all my class to change their pathway, I would click this drop down arrow, select all the kids, and switch pathway. I believe she's a grade level 7 teacher, so we'll go to grade level 7. and these are the pathways available. Let me go back real quick. This is college prep math. Her kids are currently under this right here. So if you are satisfied with what the kids are doing, then you don't necessarily need to switch the pathway. But if you feel like maybe they need something more challenging, or something less challenging, then you'd go to switch pathway. Select all the kids. Now let's say we're going back to the previous report in which we had kids testing at grade level 3, right? You could always select a specific individual, switch their pathway, and maybe focus on something that you feel is going to better benefit them. And what you would do at this point is you would just select any of these that you want them to be on. This is what they currently are on. This is kind of the generic version of it. So if I feel like this individual would benefit more from this up here, I would just click that, and then I would go switch pathway. I'm not going to do that just because I don't want to mess with your actual classes, but that's how you would switch their pathway. So I would highly suggest looking at those reports, making some informed decisions. That way the program works better for the children rather than it just being a free period for them in the labs, just messing around. So hopefully this helps.